Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Friday afternoon or evening, wherever you are. How's everybody doing? The end of a nice work week for those who will work Monday through Friday, today being Friday. End of the work week for me. Some of you might have the day off. Good Friday. Happy Good Friday to you. If you celebrate, me, yeah, I just opened up a Sam Adams here. I still got some more and I'm enjoying it. And look at Doge. Hanging out over 21 cents, still in the purple box. We'll be watching that purple box and making sure Dogecoin stays within it. Bitcoin earlier this morning did have like a $1,500 drop, was up here at 70,600 and dropped all the way down to 69.1. So there was some big volume trading right there for Bitcoin, and it's recovered back up a little bit. Doge didn't have that much of a drop. It was just a little one. Doge is hanging up. Nobody's selling their Dogecoin. That's just trading. That's just like regular trading, bots and who knows. We already talked both on Wednesday during my live stream and the Thursday bonus live stream about don't be stupid. Don't overthink it. Don't try and swing trade. And then there's more comments about, oh, I sold. When should I buy back in, Chris? And I'm like, dude, no. Haven't you been listening? Haven't you been paying attention? This is not the kind of market to play cute and try and swing trade and see if you can accumulate some extra Doge. This is not the market for that. This is the buy low and sell high market. It's like buying on the dips, accumulating, DCAing, and holding. Do not play it cute. Do not think you're smarter than the markets, because you're not. I learned, I've done it before. This isn't the time for that. So let me drop down here in the corner and we will take a look at Dogecoin soaring 40% on the week. It is in 8th place among large cap cryptos, and it eyes 7th place. Now, early in our live stream yesterday, Dogecoin did actually pop up above USDC, and it was maybe about 20 minutes or so. It had hit a $32.4 billion market cap, and then fell back below it. And I wasn't refreshing my screen because I liked seeing Doge in 7th place. But alas, here we are, Dogecoin back in 8th. But not too far behind. Not too far behind, and still holding strong, up 40% for the week. Bitcoin, 9.9% for the week. ETH, 5.5. BNB, good run, 12. Solana, 10. XRP, my stable coin, up 2. Cardano up 6. Avalanche, not really moving much. Talk about that in a little bit. But Shiba up 16. But again, Doge up 41% for the week. So yeah, just because in the last 24 hours it's not still green, that's okay. Taking a breather, that's good. Today was kind of a quiet trading day. Stock market wasn't trading today because of the Good Friday holiday. And yeah, things were kind of quiet for the most part. There were some movers. There were a few that dropped down. We can talk about those if you want. But the story was really Dogecoin. Dogecoin to the moon. Market reacts to Doge's 3-year price high. That's right. We looked at it on the charts with Doge, looking at the weekly chart. The Doge coming up into this purple box hadn't been seen since 2021, November, December 2021. The last time Doge was there, technically more like 2.5 years, but 3 years, 2021 to 2024. So will Dogecoin be able to hold in this purple box by Sunday night, which is the monthly close to end the month of March above a new support line? Because that support line, again, comes from all of this trading on the monthly. Again, we look at the monthly trading. These are those 5 monthly candles right here. These 5 monthly candles where, I mean, that's 5 months of trading in this zone. So if Dogecoins, this month, new monthly candle for March can stay in that purple box by the close Monday night, I mean Sunday night, that means Monday morning, we could see good trading come into this box, and maybe we hang out in this box between 21 and 28 cents. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. So that's pretty good for a monthly candle. Up. But we're going to be zooming back in during the stream and seeing whether we can hold. We can hold that purple box. Yeah, these are just quotes of things that were going on that we have talked about. Dogecoin milestone, record-breaking adoption among crypto traders. We talked about the number of wallets. That is a big milestone for Dogecoin. And what else is going on in the world of memes? That's right. It's again, the memes are moving. The record-breaking achievement, that's 6.9 million wallets for Dogecoin. Almost 7 million individual Dogecoin wallets now. The record-breaking achievement is a glowing testament to Dogecoin's sweeping adoption over recent months, despite the sprouting competition from the likes of Bonk, Pepe, Whiff, and the relentless rivalry with Shiba Inu. Dogecoin has maintained its coveted spot as the reigning meme coin. Yes, the reigning king of all meme coins is still Dogecoin. And it will continue to be Dogecoin until the narrative changes. But I don't think it's going to change. I don't think it's going to change. The king dog, yes, flying tiger, the king dog right there. It is Dogecoin. So Dogecoin experiences bullish surge. Could we hit 30 cents? So I still think we're going to be in this zone of 21 to 28. Rect Capital has taken a look at Doge's price action and says around 20 cents, an important level historically considered to be a support area. And what does he show? He shows a monthly Doge chart and shows those 5 months of choppy trading back in 2021 and highlights that 20-cent support line as his bottom. And so he's also saying, look, if Dogecoin can stay above 20 cents as the monthly close, we're looking good. Such development would indicate renewed confidence within the market and retesting of a major support zone. So that's what we're looking at for Doge. How high can Dogecoin surge this weekend? I don't think we're doing a lot of surging. Of course, the picture is Doge with a crown, right? Because Doge is the reigning meme coin and continues to be so. But I'm not expecting a lot of trading this weekend. I think it's going to be pretty quiet this weekend. That's my guess. Meanwhile, Dogecoin influencer predicts when Doge payments will debut on X. And this is Misha Bar, and he is not really he's not really a developer. They say he's a developer. I mean, Misha Bar says that on X Twitter too. I'm really not a developer. But he said it's going to be a while. And that's what I was teasing to you guys the other day. It was like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Even if X payments does get approved this summer and X starts using payments on the X app, Dogecoin may not be there on day one. And we just have to be aware of that. So that's my update on Doge. We can revisit some of these in more detail as we go on during the stream. Got more to cover in terms of other memes. We will get to that as well. But first, I want to welcome everybody in who joined since the start. And it's a great trading week for Doge, up 40% for the week. And now we're just kind of taking a breather here, right here. And that's good. That's good. If we can maintain this area here, and let me go to the hourly chart and pull this down a little bit, and you'll see we're right at the bottom of this purple box right here. We're right at the bottom. And this is the choppy trading that I'm anticipating Dogecoin is going to trade in. Could be for a month or more. I will be making my April price prediction video tomorrow. But for now, that's a little preview. A little preview of what I'll be talking about. But that's good. That means Doge isn't dropping back down. I know some of you are looking for another buy price, right? We're going to see a big dip in Dogecoin. Right now, the bottom of this purple box is showing new support. Again, came up and tested it on Wednesday, traded back down, traded up over, retested it this morning. That's classic trading right there. And we'll see whether that holds. So let me see what's going on with you guys, and then we'll get back into some of the news. So what is going on? Amazing how you get bummed seeing it struggle at 15. A week later, you're just as bummed seeing it struggle at 21 after the big pump. Yeah, that's trading. You just got to watch it. You just got to like, okay, this is where we are. This is good. We're going to go up more, I know, eventually. Let it take its breath. Hold new support. That is better for Doge. And that's what I've been saying for quite some time. Dogecoin can hold its higher level better if they're slow and steady gains and not just some huge spike up, because Doge just doesn't hold that. That's how Dogecoin trades. Hey guys, hey Rob, hey Joe, hey Jason. Is it too late to jump in? So Giove, it's never too late. Just look for the dips, buy on the dips, be along for the ride. Never too late. Low Roller, how are you? Doge Elon, Mars is pumping today. Really? I wasn't watching that one. Elon. Yeah, early this morning, it looks like it went on a little run here. It was down here at 28, came up to 36, 30% run, and then had a big sell-off, and now is recovering back. Classic meme token kind of trading there. Good for Elon. Good for Elon. Hey, Denise, how are you? After this week's pump, how many Doge holders are in the green? Let's take a look. App Doge into the block. Let's take a look. Haven't looked at this for a while. A lot. 89%. 89% of all Dogecoin wallets are in the green. There you go. That's pretty good. Do you know how many Bitcoin wallets are in the green? 97% of Bitcoin wallets. So there's some Bitcoin wallets that actually have an average price of $70,000 now. So that number used to be 99, and there's a little bit that like within the margin here, this like what's now at 3%. But zero are out. So everything's within that range. For Bitcoin. Dogecoin will be back there soon. Dogecoin will be back there soon. The one that is least impressive is Cardano. Cardano is only 53% of wallets in the green. Really lagging behind is Cardano. So we'll see whether Cardano does go on a run. I did see someone posting about, a big run this fall for Cardano up to $3. Who knows, right? But that's why we wait and we see what's going to happen. And yes, and Litecoin and ETC both pumping as well. I posted a chart this morning on Litecoin on X. If you follow me on the X app, I was like, does anybody want some Litecoin? Because Litecoin was pumping. It's like, Litecoin. All right. Who's in it for Litecoin? Yeah. But that's a good run for Litecoin. Again, this is in anticipation of this futures trading on Monday for Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Dogecoin. And Litecoin decided to pump today. Yesterday, we were kind of laughing at Litecoin because BCH and Doge were up, but Litecoin wasn't. And now Litecoin has a big bubble here. BCH's is still green as well, but Litecoin's is big. So, I mean, that's for Litecoin, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. And then we still have WIF, another 6%. We'll talk about WIF in just a little bit. We'll get into WIF, the WIF story. Hey, Mike, how are you? Absolutely right. Just buy it and ride it out. Best thing you could do is accumulate. You accumulate, the more you make. Swing trades lose in the end. You might hit a swing trade and feel good about yourself, and then you'll try it again and you'll miss. That can happen. So that's been my experience. And right now I'm just like, just accumulate and hold. More good things to come. I don't know what's going on with Spell Token here, Low Roller. It just kind of fizzled out there. It started to make a run and it fizzled out. So this was the run yesterday. And then it just, I don't know. Guess it wasn't quite ready to hold this level up here yet. But still, you can get Spell tokens for 0.0012 now. 0.0012. We follow spell tokens on this channel, partly because I own a bunch of them, but partly because they've got an interest of a lot of people. Spell token. But looks like it's reclaiming support right up around this level for spell. Bitcoin again, staying above 69K. It retested it this morning with this drop, but did not get below 69K. So 69 is support. 69.5 right now. So we'll see if Bitcoin can hold that. And yes, tomorrow is the pizza party in New York, Lower East Side, Williamsburg. Pizza, they accept Dogecoin. For those that didn't see that announcement yesterday, I retweeted it or reposted it. Where was that? It's probably in my replies. Anyway, so we have that. We also have Crypto March Madness continuing. So we're now in the Elite 8. And the current match is Dogecoin versus Polkadot. So when we're done with the stream, go to X Twitter, go to my account, and vote. And then tomorrow will be Ethereum against Litecoin. That'll be a good match. And then Sunday, we've got Cardano against Solana. Good match. And look at this showdown on Monday, Bitcoin against Bitcoin Cash. So that's the Elite 8 in the Crypto March Madness bracket. We're having fun with this. Doge Joe thinks that Solana is going to come out of the right bracket and face Dogecoin in the final. And I'm like, that potential Bitcoin Solana match, that would be a good one. So we'll see how that goes. Having fun with that. So I am on X Twitter at ChrissPax. So follow me there. Join in on the fun with Crypto March Madness. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, Jason, X Payments isn't going to do that. Right now, all indications are they're going to start with fiat. And then they're going to follow up with crypto. And that's what I'm seeing too. And I've been saying that for quite a while now. Now, if they allow people to connect your own wallet and then send cryptocurrency to somebody else's wallet, do they need a virtual or crypto, digital transmitter license for that? I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know the legalities of that. But that could be a possibility where you just you connect your own wallet and then you do a payment, but it isn't directly to X. X isn't holding any crypto. Then are they a money transmitter? Yeah, I don't know. Matt says, I liquidated $1,000 from one of my other investments and put it all into Doge, hoping to make some good return on investment into 2025. Cannot go wrong with Dogecoin. Not right now. Definitely not right now. What chances are there that Dogecoin never goes above 23 cents? That could happen. I'm not selling at 23 cents though. The charts and all the news just leads me to believe Doge is going higher. It's not stopping here. Just like Bitcoin is not stopping at 6970K. No. Even if it's just following Bitcoin, and we look at the Doge Bitcoin trading pair. Let's take a look at that. On the daily chart here, Dogecoin has recovered down here at 15 at the bottom, has recovered back to 30 in its trading pair with Bitcoin. In the past, it has been higher, and we've looked at 40, and we've looked at 60 with a high of 70. Again, back in, I mean, this is the recent, this was when Elon bought Twitter here, November 1st, 2022. We had that huge spike in Dogecoin, and then Dogecoin got shorted right back down. But we've been calling for this reversal in the Doge Bitcoin pair. Even if Doge stayed here right at 30 and flatlined, and then just followed Bitcoin's trading, Bitcoin most likely is going to keep going up from here. And if Doge just follows Bitcoin, and Bitcoin goes from 70K to 100K, that's a 40% gain. So that would at least take Doge up to pretty close to 28, 29 cents, almost 30. And that's just if it follows Bitcoin. But I don't think it's going to just follow Bitcoin, though. I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, on the daily chart, we're seeing a little retracement here for Doge, but it is still staying in the purple box. Average Crypto Joe pulled profits waiting for a dip. Good luck. I'm not playing that game. So do you think we're going to pull back and then explode? I think April 1st is going to be a great trading day. If it doesn't pull back, you might want to consider buying back in. Just saying. Something wrong with my mic? Oh, yeah. I see that. There is something wrong with my mic. And I don't know if that's going to fix it. I'm going off of a different mic because I didn't have my snowball plugged in. That's what the problem was. So sorry about that today. I'm speaking into the camera mic here. And it didn't tell me that. So sorry about that. Not as clear. And where are all the people that are saying Doge is dead? Nobody's saying that now, that's for sure. Better on the mic? Great. Thank you. Bitcoin Cash, yeah, $8,000. What is it, 600 now? 8,000, that's just crazy trading. Partnership with eToro, yes. So on X Twitter, if you search like a dollar DOGE, so you search that, and it pops up a little window here of the current price of whatever you just typed in. My understanding is that data funnels through eToro, but I'm not sure. It's got the little Trading View logo on it here. And I don't know where that box takes you. Yeah, it just takes you to Trading View. So that was my understanding, that eToro was going to be doing that. but this looks like it's just a trading view integration thing is what it looks like. Oh, here we go. View on eToro. There's the button right there. There's the eToro button right there. So that'll take you right into eToro and get your Doge on eToro right there. So the integration is there. And some think that there could be more of an integration in the future where you may actually be able to buy the crypto on the X app without having to click that button and go to eToro to buy. You wouldn't have to do that. You'd be able to do it directly on X. That might come, we don't know. But that would be cool. Hello? How high do you think Dogecoin can get? Well, that is the $140 billion question, right? How high can Doge go? Because we were watching it like a $3 Dogecoin, right? If Dogecoin went up to $3, what would its total market cap would be? And that would be about equal to Ethereum, right around $420 billion. So 420, that makes sense to me for Dogecoin. So yeah, let's bring on $3 Dogecoin. Who knows? Who knows how crazy the Doge trading could get and when that pump is even going to happen? We don't know. Right now, we're just experiencing these great gains in Dogecoin, and the chart is still looking very good. And this one daily pullback, I'm not worried about at all. Oh, D, sorry to hear about that. BEP20 instead of ERC20. Be very careful. Be very careful about that. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Binance is, they're not really forward on when you're in that, you have that box whenever you're doing a transfer, and you're selecting what type for the coin. It's not really clear. So I'm sorry, dude. Really sorry. Will $1,000 worth of Dogecoin be worth more than $1,000 worth of Bitcoin in 2025? I'm not sure how to figure that out. So, well, that's this trading pair. If you bought $1,000 of each today, that's this pair right here. So right now we're looking at this and we're at this 00003 line, this yellow line. So in 2025, if this chart here, the Doge BTC trading pair, is above this line, that means your $1,000 of Dogecoin today will be worth more than Bitcoin. But if it's coming back below, then it'll be less. I show this chart all the time. We talk about it, this trading pair between Doge and BTC. Sometimes it flattens out and gets really quiet. But sometimes, I mean, especially when BTC has gone on its runs this year and Dogecoin hasn't, which happened twice, it really dipped. But we'll see. Low rollers getting into the Satoshis here, right? Dogecoin is 1,120 Satoshi now. It's good. Tim, how you doing? The fact that we've had such great organic growth lately without Elon's help spells very good things for us. I think so too, because as I've said, the slow and steady gains are just so much better for Dogecoin trading. than going on a giant big spike up. It's just better trading for Dogecoin in order to keep its value. What is a good level to sell at? Tamim asks. That is up to you. Again, as I've said in other live streams, and I'll repeat myself again here, when it comes time to sell, what I'm doing is I'm not selling it all at one price. I'm going to take chunks, sort of layer out. So it's not like when Dogecoin hits a certain number, I'm selling everything. I'm not doing that. Because we don't know when Doge goes on a big run, when it's going to stop, and if that's going to be the high or not. And so you take some profit, 10%, 20%, some amount, and take a chunk out, book that profit, and then see how it continues trading. If it keeps going up and it hits another target level, then take another chunk out. This all or nothing thing, then you end up kicking yourself, right? Because you're targeting, say, 50-cent Doge. You sell it all at 50, but Doge keeps trading to 60 and 70, right? And then you miss out on those gains because you sold it all. So just consider not selling all of it at one time, but taking chunks. So that's what I'm looking at. The Shah says to the moon. Oh, actually, Dogecoin's only 300 Satoshis now. Yeah, I don't do that Satoshi conversion. I just do the straight Doge to BTC conversion is what I look at. So one of the things I wanted to look at here is this craziness called WIF, because this bubble has been green for so long. And we look at this chart, and this is just because of memes again, and what's going on with memes. Getting notifications of other cryptos going down right now too. So yeah, this is just WIF. This is as long as it's been on Binance. I need to look at like MEXC, right? There we go. This has just been a huge run for WIF, and it keeps going up, which is crazy. And we look at CoinMarketCap and we look at WIF here, and it is at number 32 now. It just hit a 4 billion. Now it's retraced a little bit at 3.9, but 4 billion for WIF. And Pepe is down here at number 44 at 3.2 billion. So I don't know if any of you guys hold WIF tokens, but I totally missed out on it. I just didn't think this was going to be anything. Even when it was all hyped up, it's like, I'm not buying it at the top. Well, that top wasn't the top. It came back, retraced, and now it's gone higher. Crazy. Dog with hat climbs to third in Memecoin market cap. Past Pepe. This is Dog with Hat, a meme coin based on the Solana blockchain, claimed the third spot in market cap rankings. With now market cap around $4 billion, trails only Dogecoin and Shiba in the meme category. Crazy. I have heard of some challenges that a lot of tokens have had with transactions on Solana, but it wouldn't be something like Dog with Hat, particularly if you're trading it on MEXC or Binance. You're not going to have problems with those transactions. It's more the ones directly on the blockchain, the tokens where you're doing swaps. and it could be on Radium or Jupiter. Though that's what's having the problems now. And I don't know why Solana's having those problems, but you just got to think that, God, how does the Solana token itself keep trading up when the Solana blockchain itself continues to have so many problems? And here's Solana. It was trading down and it turned around today and started to trade back up. And it was just like, why is that doing that? I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, I sold out of Solana a while ago, and I'm a little bitter about that. But that's because I was on the back end going to chase Cardano. And Cardano hasn't done its run yet. So we're waiting for that. Waiting for that to happen. But that's with Doge Viking says you got in it with at 1.3 and you sold a third of it at 3.9. That's a good strategy, actually. That's a good strategy. You're booking a third of your investment at a 3x profit. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. We don't know if this thing's going to keep going up or it's going to just drop down from here. 3.9 might have been the top. We'll see. We will see about that. Doge right now challenging 21 cents. That's what Doge is doing right now. Hey, George, how are you? Been watching me since the bear market? I was here. The whole bear market, I was here. We were just hanging out and we were talking about when the good times are going to come again. And for those that just joined, I'm drinking a Sam Adams. Again, this was more thanks from the Voice of Reason, who gave me a nice super chat the other day. And it was somebody else who said, get some Sam. So drinking that. Cheers. Yeah, what was I talking about in the middle of the bear market? What was I talking about? Accumulating, DCAing, wealth building. That's where you make your money. You make your money buying at the bottom of the market. And all last summer, that's what we were talking about. That's what the message was. And for all of you that bought in back then, you're sitting on 3x, 4x, 5x, even more profits on major cryptocurrencies. Not just memes, but those who got into Jasmy, Render, even Solana. Awesome. Gerard got into Sol at 9, sold at 18. Look at it now. I know. I thought the same exact thing. Absolutely the same exact thing. I got in at about 12 and I sold at 24, somewhere around there. And I took that and I rotated into Cardano at 24 cents for Cardano. Now, Cardano's done very well since then. It's at 64 cents now. So 24 to 64 is pretty good. But $24 to $180, like we see on Solana, crazy. I don't think how Solana can maintain this right now. But I've done some other trades like that. Again, I don't do that with Doge, but I do it with some of these others. Partially because I'm a trader, but partially because, you know, you believe in a project, you invest in it, and then you find out more about it, like token unlocks and things like that. And you're like, okay, I'm going to trade out of this and I'm going to get into something else. And so I've done a bit of that. And most of those have worked out pretty well. It's not the Solana one. So I'm with you there. I'm with you there. Yeah, that's Daryl. Crypto trades, whatever his title is. He's a fun guy. A little bit, his predictions are a little out there, and he kind of overhypes a little bit at times. But I like him. Brings a good vibe to the Doge space. Yep. You've got your Antminer working, just mining Dogecoin, right? Mining Dogecoin. Holding them worm trough cold times, making me Doge. 2 years of mining, 100,000 Doge. Cheers to that. Yeah, you can save some good money in the wintertime on your electric bill, can't you? It's pretty noisy though, isn't it? It's got some noise to it. Flying Tiger talking about the diamonds, diamond hands. ICP has been up and down and up and down. Was that ICP? $4, now $17. I haven't looked at that chart in a while. I'm assuming you mean ICP. Yeah, $17. Yeah, but then you zoom out to the weekly and you go, where did this thing used to be? And you're like, oh yeah, or the monthly even. Yeah, it started, it was way up there. Let me go to weekly. You can't really see it on the monthly chart. Yeah, after its big first fall, when everybody who was airdropped a bunch of ICP tokens sold, it traded back up to $80. And then it just dropped and dropped and dropped. Its low was about $2.60, $2.50. Yikes. But hey, if you bought in then in September, just last year at $2.50, you're up big time on your ICP, and you're probably liking ICP. But yeah. Yeah, I think that $800 there was right at the launch. I don't know how that thing got valued, and I don't trust that number. I more trust that first retest where it came up here to like 86. That's probably the high in my book, because this crazy thing that went up here, I don't trust that. Altcoin season is coming, guys, and we're not even there, according to most people. This has been a Bitcoin-led rally, and the whole Bitcoin dominance is still at 53%. The altcoins have not dropped this lower. So this is going back to 2021 when there was altcoin season before. Bitcoin, look at it, Bitcoin was 70% of the overall crypto market in early 2021, 70%. And then altcoin season hit in 2021, fueled a lot by Doge, but so many others were way up then. And it brought Bitcoin dominance all the way down to 40%. So are we going to see another big drop in Bitcoin dominance? This blue line is the halving line. It's coming. What's going to happen after the halving? That's what we're waiting for. What's going to happen after the halving? Some would say that Bitcoin will Well, I think Bitcoin will probably take a breather and maybe retrace a little bit late April into May, because we've seen that before post-halving. And then Bitcoin will go on a run. And then when Bitcoin quiets down, then the altcoins will run. And that's why I think it's going to be this fall. And this fall, you're going to see this epic altcoin run. And that's what I'm waiting for. So I'm not selling until then. I may do some rotations of some other tokens. I was looking at Aptos. They're going to have a big token unlock, and maybe I rotate Aptos back into Arbitrum, because Arbitrum just had its big unlock, and catch Arbitrum on a dip. So I'm thinking about doing some of that stuff. But then, again, I've got a more diversified portfolio. I've got like 25, 26 different cryptos I'm in. Way too many, probably. But I like these different projects. And it's like, and when they pump, it's like, you can say, yeah, I got some of that. That's good. That's good. This is the weekly chart for Doge. That looks pretty good. You can look at the chart of older altcoin price history, like Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, and others. You can easily tell. There's a pattern there. Doesn't necessarily mean that that pattern is going to repeat, but there is. Dogecoin preparing the rocket boosters. X payments will start the liftoff. Yeah, we don't know when the X payments are actually going to be yet. So Satya, we're in this, and I hope we stay in it, in this purple box here between 21 and 28 cents. That's where I see the choppiness of Doge trading. And then the next resistance line is 35 cents. And that's a big one. And that's what I'm looking at. Doge is the GOAT. King of meme coins too. It's down in the basement. Your miner is down in the basement in a sound isolated room. You're doing the ventilation. There you go. Was SBF involved with the ICP launch? Is that right? I don't know that. Wouldn't surprise me. Nothing surprised me about that guy. He all plays so innocent now. No, you were not. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance was higher earlier, low roller. Yeah, it was all about Bitcoin. But still, at the beginning of 2021, it was 73%. That's impressive to me in 2021. Yeah, I don't know how the merge mining works between Litecoin and Dogecoin. I think you've got to set it up that way, is what I understand. I don't do the mining, so I don't know how the merge mining works. And it might also depend on like which group you're mining with, if you're not mining directly. So yeah, I don't know that. 10% is a meme, not including Doge, though, right? Low roller, not including Doge. You're talking about meme tokens. So change your chat here and say people should put 10% into meme tokens, not meme coins, because Doge is the OG meme coin. The others are just tokens. So what is going on? We got Sheeb, right? Sheeb did this 10% surge. Can Sheeb actually flip Avalanche and get into the top 10 again? So with Sheeb, SHIB's sitting here at number 11, 18 billion. Avalanche is at 19.9. So not too far away. SHIB could flip Avalanche. That could happen. And the only reason I talk about SHIB is because it's one of those that was originally just a meme token, but then the developers were making so much money off it. They said, well, let's grow this thing into a legitimate like crypto project. And so invented the Shiba swap, but then like minted new tokens, the bone and the leash, right? And it's like, okay, you can swap between them. Great. But they talked about these other things going forward, which eventually led to Shibarium and also making like NFTs, metaverse games, things like that. And that all is happening. I just don't see a lot of that. I don't see a lot of that going outside of those that are already in that whole SHIB ecosystem. Until you got some, independent meme coin, meme token built in Shibarium that makes it big outside of the SHIB world. And you've got some game that makes it outside of the SHIB world. Are you really going to start to see SHIB do something on its own? Right now, everyone's just waiting for SHIB to make another big run up. I mean, here it went from 10 to 30, and now we're just hanging out there. Is it going to go to 60, 70, 80, 100? You drop another zero. It could. SHIB could, but I think it's still waiting, and it's still relying on more of a meme kind of pump than an actual utility-based run on its price. SHIB has never, it's never traded any other way. So that's it on SHIB. And then you've got Vitalik weighing in. Vitalik Buterin calls out the copy and paste meme coins, or he really means tokens, and says, I want to see higher quality fun projects. So Vitalik has spoken out about memes. He did say that they have a place within the whole crypto ecosystem, but he would prefer to see developers, instead of chasing things with these memes that don't actually do anything, to put some effort into projects that actually do something. And so that makes sense coming from Vitalik, but at the same time, you've got all these devs that are doing these copy and paste meme tokens, and they're just making a lot of money doing it. So why should they give that up, right? Why would they even consider giving that up when they can just copy and paste their code into a new meme and run with it? That's what we have. And so you're going to get these ones that just go crazy, like, I don't know, let's call it Mew. What the heck is Mew? And where did that come from? Mew. It's got a $436 million market cap. It's a cat in a dog's world. It's called the Mew token. Oh, it's a Pokemon? Huh. Why they don't say that though? It's a cat in a dog's world, is what they say. It's a Solana meme. Mew. For too long, dogs have ruled the world. Powered by Solana. Connect your wallet. I will save them, all of them. Total supply. Burned. LP. Airdrops. That's it. Doesn't do anything. There's the dog with hat. And there's the bug and the sheep. Craziness. But yeah, I saw that and I was just like, what is this? Mew. It's a meme. It's just it's another meme token just built on Solana. Copy and paste. It's not even a code. You don't even need a code. You can make these memes just through a couple interfaces. I saw this guy's video on YouTube. It was just like, okay. So we're just going to see more of that. So Vitalik doesn't like that. And Kriss doesn't chase that. So, like I said, I bought Bonk because Bonk is actually being used by the Solana devs. And I bought Shi because of the Shibarium and the bone, and we'll see what happens going forward. I still think there's going to be another run on Shi, but I am not holding them long term. I'm not in their communities or anything. It's purely an investment. And when both of them go on their next spikes, I'm selling and booking the profit on those. Dogecoin, I will always have Dogecoin. I'm never going to sell all my Dogecoin, but I will take profits along the way. And we'll talk about that later, some other time. Dogecoin holding out, still above 21 cents. So that's good for Doge. And Bitcoin at 69.5, and it's hanging out right above 69K. So that's good. Ha, ha, ha. Hi, Give. How are you? Doing good? I know, the stupid SBF tokens, SBF jail tokens and things like that. Ridiculous. The big news, again, is on the AI front. We talked about this the other day. Fetch AI, Singularity.net, and Ocean Protocol are merging together to create the largest independent player in artificial intelligence research and development. Well, that's not true. They aren't the largest independent player in artificial intelligence research. That's not true at all. However, they're the biggest in the crypto space. How their cryptos actually affect AI, I have no idea. I don't know how that happens. But they're saying, they're calling themselves the Super Intelligence Alliance. So someone thought really hard about that. Super Intelligence Alliance is a united stand against big tech's control over technology. So they're thinking that they are going to battle against the Googles, right, of the world, joining forces to change the game on how AI is created, shared, and used by everyone. Well, good luck battling Google, Microsoft, and even Elon and his X team. Good luck with that. However, if you want to make money, right, which most of you guys do, we got to see what happens when this merge happens, because all three of these, the Fetch token, the Ajax token, and the Ocean token, have been running this week. Somewhere along the way, they're going to all merge together into some new token. And this is another article that doesn't say when this is going to happen, but it's going to have a name called ASI, I believe it will be a new token, which will essentially be a renaming of the Fetch token, and then the other twos will join in, and you're going to have to exchange or swap or something your old tokens for new tokens or something like that. Again, they don't get into the details yet of how that's all going to happen and when that's going to happen, but there's going to be some big new token. Now, Fetch is already pretty big, and so is Singularity. They're both in the top 100. and Ocean is in the second 100. So you combine all them together, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. Somebody just sold 4 million Doge. That might not be a sale. That might be a transfer. So just because it's on the blockchain doesn't mean it was a sale. So, so you have to watch for that. That's one thing I always look at, is when you see someone say something, or there's a news thing about these huge sales, you really got to get into the blockchain and start tracing like the wallets that those Doge are going to. More times than not, it's within an exchange, and they're just shifting from like a hot wallet to a cold wallet, and it's just another exchange wallet. So I don't take a lot of credence to like a big sale like 4 million Doge, that actually happened. It hasn't affected the price. The price is going up. Look at the 15-minute chart. You can see Doge, big green candle here, coming back up. So that could be just a, yeah, and sometimes the volume too, you don't know. It depends on which chart. It wasn't on Binance, because Binance doesn't have a big volume tick up. So it wasn't a Binance thing. That's what I'm looking at here, is Binance. So it depends on which chart. Was it a Coinbase chart? We can look. We can do Doge USD. We can look on the Coinbase. Nope, wasn't Coinbase. MEXC. And that probably would be to USDT, probably on MEXC, right? There's Doge USDT on MEXC, and there isn't a big spike shown on this either, how TradingView is looking at it. So, yeah, so I don't see it. Tedward asks, am I still doing a video of price prediction for April this weekend? Yes, I am. Tomorrow, I'm going to make that video. I don't know if I'm going to post it on Saturday or Sunday, but we'll see. The mergers token, Lowler says, if you buy mergers tokens, is it like stock market? If you buy other two tokens, do the other two tokens will get, I don't know. I've never heard of it. Don't know that one. You don't. I don't know that one. What else do I have? X payments again. Delays the crypto integration part of licensing. So we covered this in the news if you guys hadn't heard. So X Twitter is getting these money transmitter licenses, and in some states in the United States, it's a separate application in order to do digital transmission, digital assets. And so the state of Louisiana, they got this money transmitter approval, but they didn't apply for the digital assets transmitter license. So we think that means that the integration of crypto on X is going to be delayed. And Elon did say something like that they may just start with fiat and then add other later, something like that. So, and it's probably really hard to do anyway. I mean, we don't know what the X engineers are working on with regards to X payments right now. But just a note that could be something. Doge hanging out. And here we thought during the live stream it might just keep coming down, and it didn't. It just turns right back around. It's looking good. Doge is about to get a McNasty pump. The most ironic outcome is the most likely. That's what Elon says. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Why is New York so difficult? And reminds everyone to hit the like button. Thanks for the reminder, Ryan. Everyone, make sure to like the stream. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Appreciate that support. There's something about the way New York does that. And it was from the start, even back in the Bitcoin days. It was really hard for businesses to deal in Bitcoin, like 12 years ago. And I don't know the particulars of it and why New York is so hard, but it is. Oh, I've got a lot of stories, that's for sure, but nobody really cares. But I've done some fun things, that's for sure. JS wants it to go down to 14 cents. I'm not seeing 14 cents, dude. I'm just not. I'm not. It may not drop below 20 again. We'll see, but for those of you with limit orders set down at 14, 15 cents, they may not ever get filled. Just like some that probably still have 4 and 5 cent limit orders from last summer, thinking it was going to go down there, and it didn't. You should have just bought at 5.8 or 6 cents. When I was buying, and I was telling you guys I was buying, and some of you were like, oh no, it's going to drop to 4 cents. I'm going to wait. And now look where we are. You missed out big time. And I'm sorry. Again, like, don't play games. Don't F it up. Buy DCA. And you can make a lot of money just doing that. Keeping it simple. Mike says, I totally agree with you on that. I don't think it's going to head down to 14. If ever. Yes, I am bullish. Rogan reacts. I've been in Doge since 3 cents. Took profit out on the way, but threw a lot more at 8 cents and 19 cents. So I'm hoping Doge is getting the move we're expected. That's good. So you have a decent average. Got a really decent average. The Doge, it's just looking so strong. For those that thought that Doge was going to be a pump and dump, it's just not acting like that. Not now. It's not acting like it. I mean, this is just a strong chart here. You know, this run up here from 18 cents to 22, you know, it's trading in the 21s now, but this has been, you know, a good solid day plus. And it's not dumping back down. So that's looking pretty good to me. That's strong support. It can drop down to 14 cents next year after we sell at all-time highs. Okay. Right. Let's let Dogecoin go all the way up and we sell, let's say at $1, and then it drops all the way to 14 cents and we buy back in. Yeah, not going to really happen that way. Boom, got to pump it up. Well, I'm drinking, so that's the best I can do. We also can play some clips, though, and we can enjoy. Like there's, this one's a fun one.
We're gonna take Dogecoin to the moon.
Dogecoin to the moon. And what does Elon say?
This is like fate loves irony. Like the most entertaining outcome is the most, like what would be the most ironic outcome? That the currency that was invented as a joke, in fact, becomes the real currency.
The currency invented as a joke becomes the real currency. Elon said it. $1.50 minimum, JS says, for the high. Again, that's all like price discovery once it gets above 74 cents. And after that, who knows? Who knows how high it'll go? Anyone who's telling you they know and they can predict, they're just guessing. They're just guessing. There's no way to know. Even some Fibonacci thing, that won't tell you. We don't know. So we trade the best we can when it's happening. And that's what I'm looking forward to. So $1.50, $2, maybe. A lot of it's going to depend on what's going on. Are we going to have Tesla accepting Dogecoin for cars? Is X Payments going to have Dogecoin integrated on it? And who else is going to come along and support Doge that we don't even know of yet? All that still to come. We don't know. Fine Tiger loving the Doge life. Organ React says 80 cents to $1.50. That's a good range. I think there's going to be a lot of selling around 95 cents. It's going to be tough to get over that dollar. It's going to be a lot of selling. Yeah, and there's talks about this super cycle thing, but we don't know. Ryan says, given the recent news with ETH, whether it's security or not, where do you estimate its potential? Well, if an ETH, it's about $3,500 now. If ETH gets a spot ETF approved, which I think is kind of a long shot right now, this year, then we could get up to $8,000 to $10,000 ETH. Because there's going to be a lot of investors that are going to like the staking with an ETF, which is being applied for by a number of the institutions for their ETH spot ETF. Because with Bitcoin, you just get the price of Bitcoin, right? You're not making anything else off of it. And a lot of investors would love to have not only the price of ETH going up, affecting their ETF investment, but then to get staking rewards on top of that, that would be awesome. And that would lead to a big boom in ETH price. But I think the combination of Ethereum changing from proof of work to proof of stake, and then some of these applications actually including staking, I think will most likely lead to the SEC denying the ETH spot ETF applications. The futures that was started a number of years ago was approved by the CFTC, but that was when ETH was a proof of work cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin, like Dogecoin, like Litecoin. But then when ETH did its transition to proof of stake, that puts it in a whole different ballgame, and the SEC does not like proof of stake cryptocurrencies. So we know that. And it's just sounding to me more and more like we're not going to get an approval unless there's some big court battle. And that might be what it takes, is someone going to court and fighting it. Coinbase could do that because most of these applicants are going to be using Coinbase for their custody. And Coinbase is making a lot of money right now holding all of that Bitcoin on behalf of BlackRock and Fidelity and ARK. whichever the ones are that are using Coinbase for its custody holder, because they get some fees on that. So they like that. But I don't know if Coinbase would be suing the SEC over BlackRock not getting a spot ETH ETF approved. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think that was more last cycle. It was Grayscale that was doing it, which is kind of interesting because since the spot ETF has been approved, most or like half of the users of the futures have sold off. So they've kind of lost a lot of money on that. I don't know how that's going to pay off. We'll see. Just got to be patient, Jonesing. Got to be patient. Got to be patient with our Doge. That's for sure. But right now, again, we're going sideways on a Friday. How is this going to trade over the weekend? I think it's going to just kind of meander right in this zone. The lower part of the big purple box that I got here. And we'll see. What will Bitcoin do? Back up to 69.6. Bitcoin seems to be bouncing above 69K, not dropping below here. So that looks good. Really low volume today trading. Very low, except for the one little drop that happened. Volume kind of ticked up just a little bit. But yeah, pretty quiet today. There was no stock market trading today because of Good Friday. So no ETFs were being traded. So we had no Grayscale selling, but we also didn't have the buying from those other institutions, BlackRock, Fidelity, etc. So quiet day overall. Not too much going on. Again, a reminder on my X account at ChrissPax. If you don't follow me here, you should. But also, we've got Crypto March Madness going on. Right now, the current match is Dogecoin against Polkadot. Dogecoin's got 82%, 82.7 versus Polkadot 17.3. So there's some Polkadot voting going on, but if you guys haven't voted yet, get on the X app, go to my account at ChrissPax and place your vote. So Dogecoin can move into the final four. Tomorrow's match is going to be Ethereum against Litecoin. Sunday is Cardano against Solana, and then Monday will be Bitcoin against Bitcoin Cash. XRP is out. XRP got beat by Bitcoin Cash yesterday. So that's what's going on with March Madness, Crypto March Madness that I'm hosting. Having fun with that. What else going on? Had an SBF thought here, a Bob thought here, and just a funny thing about Diamond Hands with Dogecoin. Just a fun meme thing that I put together. All good. It's all good. You've got 3,000 in XRP. I don't know when will it go up. I call XRP a stable coin because they sell so much of it for their business. They're always selling, then minting more. It's just, I don't see it doing well. So we have a little bit of XRP in our ChrissPax DCA portfolio because at the time XRP had just won its lawsuit and it looked like XRP was going to be free of that lawsuit that was hanging over its head last summer and thought the price might actually really run. So we bought it at 58 cents and now here it is at 62 cents. So maybe with XRP, you look for a big run. I mean, this morning, what did it come up to? 64.5. You just pick a number, right? And you say, okay, if it comes back and it hits this number again, earlier in March, it came up to 72 cents, and you target a number and you say, well, if we can get up to that, back up to 72 cents, then I'll take my profit and I'll move on to something else. Maybe something like that. Because it's not doing much. I mean, here it was 72 cents again back here in November. And then it touched up to 80 cents here in July when it won the lawsuit. It just hasn't done anything since. Or everything else is going up. And it's just not doing much. So, yeah, XRP. There's a lot of big bag holders of XRP, and you're going to fight that too. There's going to be a lot of others that are going to say, I'm sick of this. Next time it goes up, I'm selling too. I do not own any XRP myself. Again, we just have however many here, 765 XRP tokens. No, I'm sorry, $765, 1,200 XRP tokens is what we have. I just don't see this XRP even going to $1. Dogecoin is just going to race right past it, I think. So you're in profit at 55. Yeah, so many people are going to be waiting on XRP and it's just not going to do anything. That's what I think. But again, I never bought into it in the first place. We just bought some over the summer because of that lawsuit win into our Kriss Pack's portfolio, just to have some exposure to it if it kept going up, and it didn't. But it's just a small part of that overall portfolio. What is the percentage on that XRP? It's some really small allocation here. It's not telling me. Why does it say data not available? Well, Algorand is 4.5%, and how much do we have of that? 1,400, so it's like less than that. So it's like 2%. It's about 2%. That's about it. So Jay, my first target for Doge is 35 cents. And it'll probably only be like 10%. And this is profit from Doge that I bought back in 2021. So I've been sitting on this Doge for over 3 years. And it has a purchase price of 2 cents. So that's my first target. And again, I'm going to be layering out. I'm not going to sell all my Doge at once. And in fact, I'm never going to sell all my Doge. It's just going to be parts of my Doge portfolio. And I'm going to keep a ton of Doge as well. But I'm going to take some profits on some of it this time for this cycle. And most of the other coins that I own, the other tokens, I'm going to be selling most of them in their entirety and taking complete profits. Because I've got like 26 different cryptos. I'm going to pare it down to like 2 or 3. Book the profits somewhere near the top of the bull market, best I can. Again, layering out and then waiting until 2026, 2027, bear market again, if the 4-year cycles do continue, to start buying back in. That's my strategy. Will it play out like that? Who knows? We're kind of in a different world now because of the Bitcoin spot ETFs. We may not see a big, huge bear market, right? There might be littler dips and not a big, I mean, last bear market was 69K all the way down to 15.5. We may not see anything like that. Let's say Bitcoin doubles that price, right? And it goes like to 140,000. If it had the same kind of depth on for a bear market, it would come down to what, 31K. But yeah, Bitcoin's not seeing 31K ever again. It's just not going to happen. So why not keep the cheapest buy? It's the first in, first out. So it's because I don't want to pay short-term capital gains tax on Doge that I've bought in the past year. I don't want to sell any of it until I've owned it for at least a year. So it's a long-term capital gains on the profit, the tax that I have to pay. That's what it is. And since I've already established with the IRS that I'm using a first in, first out approach for selling my cryptocurrency, that's what I'll continue. I'm going to continue that. Yeah, I've got the total Doge I have now is probably around 2.8 million Doge, 2.9, somewhere in there. I don't know for sure because I've got Doge spread out in like 7 different wallets. So I don't know exactly. Corium, how are you? You looking at Pepe? Pepe's just hanging around. It's not doing a lot right now. We talked about with passing it up in the top 100 coins. So Pepe's just kind of hanging. This is a daily chart. So this is looking back. So for like almost 2 weeks now, Pepe's kind of gone sideways. Had a little up and down here earlier this week, or I guess that was last week. But yeah, it's just kind of going sideways now, hanging out there. A bunch of pump Dogecoin headlines. Man, through your phone. Yeah, they're looking for clicks because they know there's a bunch of Dogecoin people out there that'll click on their link so they get ad revenue on their articles. That's all they're looking for. And that's like a lot of these too, like Benzinga. I mean, there's a Dogecoin story every day in Benzinga because they want people clicking on their links and going to their articles. So that happens. I don't know what District Ox is, never heard of it. Yep, Doge is holding steady at 21 cents. Just hanging out. Just hanging out. So with that, watch for my video this weekend on my April price prediction. You will hear in that video probably a lot of the themes that I've already talked about today or yesterday or the day before, the last 3 live streams. As always, give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Consider joining the channel if you haven't already joined, so you can be in on the Dogecoin giveaway that I will have. But that giveaway is only going to happen if you become a member of the channel. We'll talk about that more again on Monday when I go live again. Yes, that'll be Monday, April 1st. We are going to have an April Fool's live stream, and it could be a spicy day for Dogecoin trading. So we'll watch for that. I hope everybody's well. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.